Okay, so let's talk about the ToolTalk dashboard. Now, just to remind you, dashboard is the software that runs in the cloud, which you access through your phone or through your browser, and it shows you the data that was uploaded from the device into a presentable form, like in graphs or even in Excel spreadsheets. So let's dive right into it. When again going into the dashboard, as I mentioned earlier, you just go to sensors.tooltalk.com and then pick the region that you are interested in. So in my case, let's go ahead and select region, the Hawaii DOT. As you can see at this point, you can see I have access to two of their sensors. Uh, and these sensors are, and these are the names of the sensors. I can click on either one of the sensors. Now this is in the dashboard. This is where we are looking at the location data. This is a coastal sensor, and you can see that based on the coastal water level, the level quite rapidly goes up and down by sometimes a couple of feet. So this is the hydrograph at the bottom. Now, at a given time, I'm able to see a certain dates worth of data. If you are not logged in, you are limited to only seeing maybe 2 or 3 weeks of data. However, if you're logged in like I am now, this icon is blue in the upper right corner. I am able to view data from much before. There is no limitation, and from whenever the device was first installed, I am able to view the data. Now, some interesting parts of this dashboard, I can zoom in by highlighting into a certain area. So now I'm looking for the 1st of August data. Because I zoomed in, to go back to the zoomed out view, I will click on that little circled arrow. The other things you can you can take this into a full mode by clicking on that icon up there. In addition to that, I am able to view what I'm now looking at is just the level data. I can also pick other sensor data that are connected to this device. For example, I can go to the diagnostics, and over here I can view the battery data. As you can see, consistently the battery stays at an optimal 65%. The gauge decides whether to keep the battery at a certain level for the longer life of the battery. If there are other if there's other type of data available for this location, then it will also be shown over here. In addition to that, so I'm going to go back to the level stage data. I can also compare data from two different locations. So I'll go ahead and select those two, and over here you can actually see how the data from these two different locations compares. Let me just make it so that it's a little cleaner. I'm gonna just pick about 10 days worth of data, and as you can see that there is a little bit of an offset between these two stations for various reasons. This is a tidal data, if I remind you. I'm gonna go ahead and now select just the Waimea sensor. Okay. And I'm just looking at the data from August 1st to August 9th for that sensor. you can also, on the right side, I guess you may not be able to see because of my window size, but you can also view the sea level along the y-axis of the hydrograph. In addition to that, do you see that red line over here? This is the line, this is what we call a threshold. This user or the owner of this gauge has defined this to be a threshold. They may want to get an alert when the level reaches that threshold. So that's why you would define these thresholds. We'll get more into that details in a later video session. Other than that, if you also look at the data at the bottom, you can actually see more some diagnostic or general information about this device. For example, it says the battery capacity is at 100%. In addition to that, it also says that the data is looking good. The SD card on this device is also looking good. It's 99% free. This, if you click on the icon, this is the most recent picture that was taken about 4 hours ago. There's a camera attached to this particular device, and it's a live picture it's today's picture. There's a certain cadence with which the gauge can take pictures of the surrounding, and so it is the latest picture as of 3:01 p.m. So anyhow, that's kind of how this page is laid out. We'll get into a little more discussion in a minute.